In this video, I'll give you 7 simple goalkeeper footwork drills you can practice at home without a coach or any training partner. All you need is 4 cones or any object you can find and roughly 2 by 2 meters of space. But before we begin, there are 2 things you need to understand. The first is the sidestep. We normally use this over shorter distances because it keeps us facing the ball and makes it easier to stop and get set quickly. Lead with the foot closest to the direction you want to move. Keep your steps short and don't let your feet come too close together. Then we have the crossover. We use this when there's more space to cover and the sidestep simply isn't quick enough. The crossover lets you travel further with every step, but there is one problem. You can't make a save when your legs are crossed. So as you arrive to the cone, you need to slow down and get set before the shot comes. And now that you understand the 2 footwork movements we'll be using the most, place your 4 objects in a 2 by 2 meter square and let's put everything into practice. And for drill number 1, start at either of the 2 bottom cones, run forwards along the first side, sidestep across the top, back pedal down the opposite side, and then sidestep across the bottom to finish the round. That's 1 round completed, and when you return to the starting cone, change directions and complete the same pattern the opposite way. For the first 2 drills, we're doing 3 rounds in total, then rest for at least 30 seconds and complete another 3 rounds, starting from the opposite bottom corner. So that's 2 sets of 3 rounds. And I know it looks simple, and it is simple, but simple drills normally show you exactly where footwork starts falling apart, especially when you start getting tired. So don't worry about going too fast yet. Keep your sidesteps short and light, get set at every cone, and keep your chest slightly forward when moving backwards. For our second drill, we're keeping the same route, but we're replacing our sidesteps with crossovers. So again, run forwards, crossover at the top, back pedal down the other side, and crossover back to your starting position. But speed isn't the difficult part of this drill, stopping is. So just like before, as you approach each corner, slow down and stop for half a second. So the first 2 drills were easy because your body was facing the direction you were moving, but now we're taking that away. So for drill number 3, pick 1 spot in the middle of the square. That is now your ball, and your challenge is to move around the entire square without losing sight of it. This will probably feel a little awkward at first, especially around the corners, and that's fine. Just make sure you begin slowly and work out where your feet need to go before you add any speed. For this drill and the next one, complete 4 rounds of 2 sets and rest for at least 45 seconds between them. Your feet need to learn the route, but your eyes need to look for the ball, the striker, and everything else happening in front of you. Very good. So for drill number 4, we're keeping the same challenge, but we're replacing the sidesteps with the crossover. Your imaginary ball is still in the middle, and your chest and eyes should still stay facing towards it as you move around the outside of the square. This should help you move faster, but the corners become even more difficult. So as you approach them, slow down, get set, and turn your body back towards the middle before moving again. The temptation here is to start turning your body and start running, but don't do that. That might get you around the square faster, but you'll lose sight of the ball. So keep your chest and eyes facing inwards, use the crossover to cover the distance, and accept that the first few rounds might look a little messy. Mine normally do too. If you're enjoying this video and these workouts, and you're a goalkeeper who likes training on your own, check out the link in the description. I got plenty more for you. Anyways, let's get back to the video. So far, every route and every drill has been pretty straightforward and predictable, but for a game, they're normally not. The ball constantly changes directions, players block your view, and suddenly the position you found yourself in half a second ago is already gone. And that is where all these small adjustment steps that you need to take as a goalkeeper come in. So for the next 3 drills, you do 3 sets of 2 rounds, and you rest for at least 60 seconds between them. So just like the other drills, for drill 5, start at one of the bottom corners again, but this time you use short side steps to weave in and out of the square, almost like you're drawing an S with your feet. And when you reach the top, sidestep across the width, repeat the S pattern down the other side, and then return to your starting cone. By now, your legs should start feeling it. Mine definitely are, and when that happens, that's normally when your feet start doing whatever they want to. So don't chase speed through the S pattern. Keep the steps small, stay lightly bent through your knees, and try to keep your head top. The challenge here is making your final set position look just as sharp as the first one. Awesome work, guys. So for drill number 6, we're using the same S pattern, but we're adding the crossover instead of the side steps. So again, use short steps to the first S, then open your stride and cross over to the other side. This drill is all about changing gears, because sometimes a goalkeeper needs 2 or 3 tiny steps to find the right angle, and then the ball travels across the pitch and suddenly we need to cover a much bigger distance. And if every step feels and looks the same, slow the drill down and exaggerate the difference between the two. Awesome work so far. So one final drill, and for drill number 7, we're taking away the smooth S patterns and we're replacing it with sharper zigzag movements. So start at the bottom cone again and move diagonally in and out of the square as you travel along the first side, and really focus on planting your outside foot and pushing away into the next diagonal. Then sidestep across the width when you reach the top. Repeat the zigzag backwards, this time on the other side, and sidestep back to your starting cone to complete the round. And the key word here is sharp. Don't drift around each turn as if you're still following the S pattern. Lower your body slightly, plant your foot and push the ground away. But better and quicker footwork isn't only about practicing your steps, because if your hips are stiff and your hamstrings feel like concrete, moving freely around the goal becomes much harder. That's why I, at 40 years old, use a simple mobility routine every morning to keep my body ready to jump, dive, and move around the goal. And if you want to follow the entire routine, you can watch it right here.